All right, for this simple, beautiful, gorgeous project, I took some metallic um, Art Deco paint in the color of silver, and I added a little bit of mica powder. The silver has some shine to it, but I wanted to bump it up a little bit and add a little bit more of the iridescence glitz to it. So I'm adding the pearl essence micro powder and mixing that up really well so that the clumps won't be in it. Then I'm taking some popsicle sticks, and you may not need as many as I have. I just went ahead and painted all of these so that I make sure that I had enough. I made sure to have something on my surface so that I wouldn't mess up my table. And then I made sure that each edge of the popsicle sticks were painted and set this aside to dry. While those were drying, I took 4 of the mirrors from the Dollar Tree, making sure to remove the little feet from the back of them, which is complicated. I swear they should sell that glue that they use to put these labels and stuff on. But I took the popsicle sticks and I put E6000 on the end of each popsicle stick, and in the middle I put a little bit of hot glue that will give me a quick adhesion for the hot glue, and the E6000 will make it a permanent adhesion once it dries. I did this on all of the popsicle sticks, laying them across every space where the mirrors connected so that I would create one center mirror. We're going to set this mirror aside and I'll worry about cleaning it later. But then I took 5 more of the Dollar Tree mirrors, again removing the back, and repeated those same steps with the popsicle sticks, laying them across, 2 on each side, because I want this to be very sturdy so that when we hang it on the wall, we will not have any bowing or it won't be weak. And I repeated the popsicle E6000 and hot glue combination on all of the sticks. You'll notice that on some of the sticks I cut them a little shorter so that I could make sure to have a straight line across the side of each one while I repeated these steps. Once I had that completed, I came across the top of each one of those and I put another set of popsicle sticks. So these were 2 layers thick, and I did each one of these in a set of 3 and a set of 5 twice. So you'll see here I have my 2 sets of 5s and my 2 sets of 3. And the next step will be to now marry the 3s and the 5s together. So I will put the 3s in the middle on the end, and I will lay popsicle sticks across, repeating that same step with the popsicle sticks, but this time I only needed on the areas where the mirrors are connected between the group of 3 and the group of 5, so that we will have them tied together. Now it's time to bring in our first 4 squares that we've created so we can make the floating center. To make sure that we had the floating center evenly centered in the center of our large square, I used some of these Dollar Tree builder blocks from the toy section, and I spaced it out evenly. Taking the popsicle sticks that we had painted earlier, I measured the distance between the floating center 4 mirrors and the large mirror, and I used my snipping scissors, wood snipping shears, to cut it down. Now on this, you want to make sure that you have your painted popsicle stick lined up where the 4 mirrors meet in the seams so that this looks uniform and even. And when you're doing your E6000 and hot glue mixture on these popsicle sticks, you only want it on the ends and you want it on the front where the silver is going to show. Do not run your hot glue all the way down and then bring in your duplicate popsicle stick to add additional strength to it. You repeat that 4 times until you have it all sealed together. And then I came in and I traced the mirrors with a foam board from the Dollar Tree. Now this foam board is going to add some additional strength to it, and it will make the back of your project look so much cleaner and better. And all you have to do is cut inside of your foam board tracings so that it will fit behind your mirror. Now you want to make sure that you don't cut it too wide or too small, because you do not want to see this from the front of the mirror. So you want to make sure to take your time. I used a ruler to make sure that I had everything cut out evenly. Once that was done, I glued that down to my popsicle sticks with the hot glue, and I took a piece of jute string to add as my mirror hanger. Now I'm measuring here to see how high I want this. I do not want the jute string to show outside of the mirror, so I'm just making sure that I hold it down and pull it taut so I can see how much string and give that I need. I then took another one of those popsicle sticks and glued it down. And then I glued all the way around the popsicle stick several times to make sure that it is well glued down onto the backing and that it will not lift off. And while I don't have a clip for it, I did add some black masking tape on the back of this just to give it a little extra secure hold to it. And I made sure that this was good and secure before I lifted it off the table and secured it again, one more round all the way around with some hot glue. The masking tape covered up the hot glue to make sure that the back looked just as nice as the front. You don't have to do that part, but I did. Once I allowed this glue to dry really well and everything was good and secure, I lifted it up and hung up my project so that I could see how it turned out. You guys, this mirror only took me 2 hours, believe it or not, to do, and that's because the tracing was very difficult. But I love this mirror. I am going to give this to my niece for her house. She has an empty wall. I don't, and I think it would be beautiful in her home. Let me know down below if you decide to try this project. It's simple, easy, and it's just a few mirrors from the Dollar Tree. See you next time.